perhaps just be more authentic about our experience. I don't know, I think there's been a drive to try and put out a public face that is perhaps an ideal that none of us can really reach. So I think if we're more authentic about who we are and probably the challenges that we do face, maybe that helps. From a personal thing, I think I've learned a lot about myself through the last 4 or 5 years for a bunch of reasons, but I think every person, not just every vet, probably could benefit from delving into their own motivations and intents and understanding their own mind a whole lot better. There's a real move towards mindfulness and meditation. I do a lot of that now. I think that really helps. But yeah, I think there's a lot of personal things that we can do that probably aren't confined to just being vets, but maybe just generally would help people. And I think in the stressful circumstance that we find ourselves in sometimes, any of that stuff can help.
Vets need to be, I think, more aware as well of all of the different challenges that they do have, own up to them, and be active in their workplace as well as their home life to help with their mental stability. Because it is a very challenging environment to be in, and we have this thing that everyone knows called compassion fatigue. Okay, it is where we do have the daily grind, the long hours, the short breaks. Quite often we don't eat for hours and hours at a time. We will self-sacrifice because we are trying to help others. And we suffer as a consequence to that. If you can be more aware of that, you can take the little steps. Drink water, eat food, get sleep, have fun outside of work. But I think important is to have fun inside of work as well. And there are very, very, very many ways of improving that. I think the veterinary business as a whole needs to change, and that's a very important aspect, but we need to know how to do that, and we have to have leaders in that field teaching us to be able to improve the way we actually do our day-to-day. And I think as a response, that will help improve perceptions of others as well. Not just the awareness externally, but the way we actually perform and the way we manage ourselves internally is really, really important.